Yeah, not a lot of news for today, but some fun news at least in here, some interesting stuff. But look, again, it's a lot of prep work before we head into the realm of, I guess, more reveals for Summer of Games, the more of the E3 stuff that's being stretched out over a longer period of time. So, yeah. Let's see what we got. So I had two little pieces of news that I sort of just picked up because I couldn't see them in articles and stuff. A friend brought this to my attention, TF2 Classic. So this isn't an official thing. This is not something made by Steam or Valve, but I am an classic TF2 fan. I love old TF2, and basically it is before all the microtransactions got added to it. Before all the visual stuff started getting adjusted. Yeah, it's a snapshot of the game. It's free to play, I believe. And yeah, so if you wanted to play some old TF2, there you go. I don't know if I don't think Valve would ever do this themselves because they want their microtransactions. But yeah, it's pretty cool to have this. Yeah. Next up we have Congregate. So, if you don't know, Congregate was a group of individuals that were bringing together a whole heap of... So, with Flash being brought down and it's no longer going to be something on the internet, a whole heap of games that were made in Flash over the years are going to be impacted. One of the things in particular is like things like Newgrounds, like just old Flash games on like various Playground and stuff like that. Congregate was going to bring them all together to store them, preserve them, so people had the ability to submit to preserve their games. I have old games on Newgrounds myself out there, and like just the idea that things like that are now being preserved somewhere it's nice. It's a nice thought. But yeah, they have announced though, however, that the lock-off date for games being added is now. So no more games will be added to this collection, but they will be preserved and you will be able to go play your old Flash games in this space. And I think that is a amazing thing they're doing for the community on the internet. So yeah, that's to them. Okay, so there was a few weird like anime TV show announcement stuff. One of them included was The World Ends With You getting an anime, which we didn't quite know how that would work. However, it's not a bad thing in my opinion. I'm okay with this. But the thing is, it's going to be so weird for some of the story beats. Like, are they going to... I think they must have to they'll have to change so much stuff to put, like, all the extra story stuff into main story. But, yeah. Like, hang on. Well, I'll play the... See, where are we? Look who has the subscribe button. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's right. It's okay. The news is still partially talking to you guys. Also, you'll notice in the chat, so down the bottom, because I'm no longer doing Restream, I'm not using Restream bot. Chat will move at a proper pace. It won't be just flooded. It won't be messed up. So, yeah. Do I have notifications and stuff set up yet? I have notifications just because that's sort of built into a lot of the Streamlabs stuff, but I don't have anything really set up right now. So at this stage, it'll be very much me just continuing as normal, but as this week goes, on my days off, I'm going to be working on that stuff, so I'll be making like a whole heap of various things. I've got a YouTube video from yesterday's stream discussing some of this stuff. It's all prepped, and it'll go upline around 7 PM for me, and that'll just address some of the stuff, talk about what my plans are and things. I'll have a post on Twitter saying about that, but also, yeah, shouldn't really impact you guys at this stage, but I will let you know when stuff's added and stuff, so it'll make it worthwhile that you guys subscribe if you really want to. But yeah, let's watch this World Ends With You thing. Where are we? Oh, it wasn't muted already. But let's mute the chat background so you guys can hear this. So as you can see, it's preserved the art style very well. But something came to my attention, which I'll let you know after we finish this trailer. It looks very good. This game just is style, and I'm so glad that a whole heap of stuff got preserved. Soundtrack's fantastic. Yeah, no date, so we've got a while to wait. But one of the things that you might not notice about that animation was it came out, somehow someone had developer animation stuff from it. Turns out that's 3D. That's very good 3D. I did not notice that at all when I was watching it, because the heavy, thick lines does a fantastic job. The flat coloring, very good shading. There's little things you can notice. But later, in one of the development things I saw, it actually had like a rotation spin on one of the monsters doing an attack and stuff like that, and it still maintained the art style, and I was like, oh, there we go. So this could shape up to be one of the best looking 3D anime, which I'm very excited for. I mean, with Square Enix money, you would hope they'd be able to, but it's still strange to me that The World Ends With You gets so much love and keeps coming back in different forms, but so next up we have is Death Will Come True will come to life on Steam on July 17th. So I'm a bit torn on this. So this is from the new Danganronpa team. I forget what the name of their company is called. Zanagi? I don't know if that's the name of the company. I think they have a different name for the company. But anyway, the thing is, it's a live action game. They've had a lot of funny art ads and stuff like that. It looks kind of fun, but apparently the localization is not fantastic for this game. And that's a little disappointing to see. Or to read rather. I kind of still want to get this game just because I do want to support this group in their initial phases. I still think a live action was a weird direction to go with this. But, yeah. So hopefully this is a fun thing to just experience at least. Something small, something easy. Yeah. July 17th. There's a couple of these. Again, this is I only brought this article up just because I wanted to talk about how things please stop having live action versions that are adapted by Western people. It's not. I don't want this. I don't know how many people want this, but a live action Cowboy Bebop is coming. They've already touched Ghost in a Shell, and that went appallingly. And now they're continuing with Cowboy Bebop, which is very near and dear to me, so please stop. Just please stop. You don't need to resume filming, just cancel the entire project. Yep. The thing is, I'd say that it could turn out really good, but I don't have high hopes. I haven't had anything that's ever filled me with confidence with these sorts of things, so yeah. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So this was a game that we didn't have any footage for. They didn't show off any gameplay. They only showed the trailer. Apparently 30 minutes of leaked gameplay occurred, but you can see, as you can see, had to be there when that article went up because all of that has gone down. If you really, really want to find it, that stuff will be out there somewhere. Gameplay like that isn't going to be underground forever. It's like it's going to pop up here and there. So if you really, really want to see what the new Valhalla looks like, the new Assassin's Creed looks like, you will be able to find it out there on the internet. I'm sure of it. But yeah, I would imagine it's very similar to the previous one. I hadn't watched any of the footage, but yeah. Shadow Warrior 3 has been announced prior to the Devolver Direct. And the statement is that they're going to be showing off gameplay during the actual Devolver Direct. So yeah, here's a little trailer, I guess. I guess we'll check out this trailer. I'm not really a Shadow Warriors fan, but interesting enough to watch. Let's check this out, shall we? It's the year of Japanese made by the West, isn't it?
Hey, Vern! How's my favorite agent doing? Yes, sir. On my way to the reveal trailer right now. So hyped to be working with the Hogs again.
Yeah, if you've never played Shadow Warrior, it's like it's just sort of tongue-in-cheek, a bit very silly, very brutal at times, kind of Borderlandsy.
Oh, the tech is outstanding. I mean, check out these forearms. Freaking stunning. Yeah, hey,
That's
Vern,
totally in-game, I guess.
want this in one freaking take, so I gotta boogie. Yes, I will make sure they see the grappling hook. I gotta go. All right, ciao.
Yeah, this is just another one of those shooter/hacker RPG games. They're not going to show us any combat here, but yeah. It looks nice. This looks really nice. But yeah, you can sort of see what I mean. It's kind of got like almost silly Mortal Kombat-esque stuff going on. I really feel like I should probably put like a content warning on my things sometimes, because this is a bit brutal, isn't it? This is very like, it's just very Mortal Kombat over the top.
I'll see you at the gameplay reveal, chumps.
Yep. And that's that. But yeah, I think visually it looks nice. I don't know if I would ever play a game like that, but good to have a game series that's at least being consistent and having content revealed as it goes and stuff. Yeah. So moving on, we have Ryusuke Yoshida has left Capcom. So it's interesting to see this move. If you don't know, Yoshida last worked on DMC5. He was one of the like more notable game devs that worked on. I don't think he was on the project for most of it. I think it was on the later half. But yeah, he says that he's going to be moving on. He'll work in Japan until COVID calms down, but he's planning to move overseas, work for a new game. And I believe that they actually say here, both his Twitter account and LinkedIn list him both as a NetEase Games Sakura Studio senior game designer. So I don't know what Sakura Studios are working on right now. Here we go. So this is, they started up a new company a while ago, NetEase, but I don't know if there's actually identified, like they haven't announced any games. So yeah, guess we'll see. I mean, he will very likely work on an action game. That's sort of like his bread and butter. So I'm excited at least to see what he would do with it all. But yeah. He also worked on Monster Hunter Generations, by the way, which is a game that I suggest that most people should play. I don't know how heavy his involvement with that game was, but yeah. Good on him, and we'll see what happens. Microsoft to hold the Xbox Games Showcase July 23rd. This is probably the big news of today, just because we've been waiting for an announcement date. We've been wondering what they're going to show off. We didn't get an Xbox specific, we got third parties. Now this will be Xbox games showing off the games that they've been funding and working on. So yeah, curious what we will see. I'm excited. I just want to see more of this next generation and what they're bringing to the table, especially with first parties. But yeah. Hey Armin, hey, you got it working. Welcome to the party. Also, look, no restream means the chat's okay. It's not, the chat's not going out of control. Yeah. So yeah, we'll look forward to that. I will probably cover all those games on July 23rd, which is 2 weeks away, and I'm excited. Also, I've noticed, I feel like you guys think I'm too high up on my table? Do you think I need to scoot myself down a bit? Thanks, Armin. I'm just happy that I was able to, like, now I get some options and stuff for like streaming options for you guys. So hopefully it's better visually. It does mean that I am reducing down for restream, but it means that I'm having you all in one location, so it might be a bit easier for you guys to sort of just interact with each other, and I don't have to worry about the restream chat and stuff like that. Give me a second, I might just scoot myself down a bit high in my chair. That looks weird, that transition. Think I'm a little high? Alright. Cool. Scooted myself down now. This is another big piece of news. So, if you don't know, Warner Brothers was looking at... Oh, that's a good piece of news. Okay, if you want to, do you want to link me the article if you can, Armin? Because I know it was a rumor, but I didn't see anyone write on it. If there is an article about it, I might do a piece on it. But yeah, so Microsoft, Take-Two, and EA, and Activision are all interested in Warner Brothers acquisition. So Warner Brothers Interactive, who make things like Mortal Kombat, they own NetherRealm, Batman games, there's a few other things. Basically, Warner Brothers wants to have their hands out of the games industry now. It looks like they're pulling away from that. So a lot of studios will be probably looking for a home and some funding. And I think that, personally, I think those studios would be a good fit for Microsoft. I think Microsoft should get their hands on them, and I hope they do in a sense, just because Microsoft needs something as an edge for this generation. At this stage, I don't have high hopes for Microsoft. However, Take-Two and EA and Activision, I would not like to see. As much as each of these companies have their ups and downs, but they're companies that I feel like would do damage if they ended up getting their hands on them. EA in particular. Actually, I think Activision might be the next best fit. Take-Two is pretty good, but yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Yeah, however, Warner Brothers' parent company AT&T has yet to decide whether or not they will sell the business and is weighing the possibility to weigh down. I'm disappointed in a way for them to try and go this direction, but hey, that's the games industry, unfortunately. What have you linked me, Armin? Right, let's see. Okay, so I saw this rumor and I saw a bit of back and forth on this, but we have here. No, thank you. Breath of the Wild 2 voice actors claim to have finished their work on the sequel. Be approaching the end of its production. So I read this. I'm very skeptical about this news. This is very. I didn't see many places reporting on this because I actually think I saw a retort from one or two places from official sources of Nintendo. But yeah, it's. Oh, okay, yeah. See, this is what I thought. So, I read it initially and I was like, oh, well, that could just mean the particular cast. Yeah, it's the Spanish voice actors, yeah. Zelda doesn't have an insane amount of voice acting, especially, like, particularly, well, Breath of the Wild is the only example of that, and it's even then that didn't really have a huge amount. But the fact that this was said does lead to speculation. The podcast concluded with the interview claim that comments were taken out of context. But I do believe I came across some. Just scan to see. Oh, this might be... Okay, Armin, do you know what's really funny? So if you guys have never heard of it, there is a Twitter account and a Reddit account that are both saved you a click. I actually wonder whether or not this was the article that they talked about, and it was like saying, saved you a click. What can we expect from Breath of the Wild 2? And it's just like, it is the sequel to Breath of the Wild, is what the brief was. Yeah, it really, this article doesn't talk about too much. So yeah, anyway, this rumor's out there, which, hey, if this is true, that means we might expect Breath of the Wild in, like, maybe end of year. I think that might be too soon, personally, but who knows? I don't know if we've got any idea what Nintendo will be bringing for the Christmas holiday period, but for sure they will have something. They are just not talking about it right now. We haven't got any Nintendo Directs hinting at anything, so we just have to sit tight, basically, to find out. But yeah, anyway, thanks for the article, Armin. I think it's just good discussion anyway, even if it's just rumors. But, like, we'll see. This will be the end of the news for now. Thanks, people, for watching. I'm going to probably switch over to Monster Hunter now, so give me a moment and I will go set that up. Also, Armin, Thermal, Alex, you guys, let me know if you hear me moving around. Let me know while I'm in the BRB, because that should be muted. The scene shouldn't work like that, as far as I know, unless something's changed. So yeah, you guys let me know if you can still hear me during the BRB. But yeah, I will be back very quickly.